Alright guys, so I've checked out quite a lot of watches from Baltany since 2021 when I discovered the brand, but I'm calling it right now. This is the best one by far. Takes it to a whole other level. It marries those lovely vintage Omega style Pie Pan dials with great modern build quality and materials. And with it being Baltany, it's going to cost a fraction of the price as well. So this is the review of the Baltany S4090 Pie Pan. So this comes in a couple of different versions. You've got this one I've got here, which has got the kind of light gold case and black dial, but they also do it with a white dial and silver case. And normally that would have been the one I'd have gone for, but as soon as I saw this black and gold, I knew I just had to buy one. I'm not normally a gold watch fan, but with this one, it's quite a muted, subtle gold. It's not like in your face. Got a silver tinge to it as well still, but we'll get into that and why in a bit more detail soon. Before we do that, first of all, let's go over the dimensions. So we've got a diameter of 38.5, thickness of 10.1, lug width of 20, then the all important lug to lug is coming in at 46.6, and then when it comes to the weight on this supplied leather strap, it's coming in at 62 grams. So let's take a closer look at this, starting with the buckle, because it is actually matching the case finishing, so that is nice to see. So I've got that kind of, as I say, muted kind of silvery gold colour to it, and then the Baltany branding on there. And then when it comes to the strap itself, again, it's a really nice one. Nice dark brown with that stitching, and then a little bit of thickness to it, so it's not flimsy, but it's still nice and malleable, so it conforms to your wrist well. And we've also got quick release spring bars, so if you do want to swap it out, you can do quickly and easily. And then you can see we've got a nice display case back there, showing that Myoten 9039 movement, which I will show you in action in a bit. So it's a screw down case back, usual kind of specs, so stainless steel, sapphire crystal, automatic, and 50 metre water resistance. So now let's take a look at the side profile of this. So you can see we've got that Baltany branding on there with the B, and it is actually a dodecagon, the same as the dial, which is a nice touch. And we've actually got a hardening coating on this case, so despite it being fully polished, it's going to withstand scratches pretty well. As you can see, despite testing mine out for a while, I've still got no scratches at all, so it's holding up pretty well. I wish more watches had used this, especially ones that are fully polished. And you can see now we've got that really nice domed crystal on this as well. Adds a nice little bit of distortion as well. We'll be testing in a second if that is sapphire. But before we do that, we've got to take a look at this really stunning dial, because obviously that is one of the main reasons you're going to want to pick one of these up. And it really is a stunning dial. So we've got that printed Baltany branding at the top. Would have been nice if we'd got that applied B on there, I think. And then the owner of the text on the dial is that stylized automatic down at the bottom, and then that applied star. And you can see when the light catches this, those indices come alive, as well as those hands, because the indices have got that really nice arrowhead shape, lots of different facets so they catch the light too, especially when you get it outside in some natural light. And you even get some light play with that little star down at the bottom as well. So as you can probably tell, I'm a little bit smitten with this. But let's quickly go over a couple of other bits on the dial. So we've got that minute track on the inside, which is why the hands are shorter. And again, this is the same as the watches it's homaging. We have actually got a little bit of loom on those hands, but it's that bad I'm not going to bother showing you. It's old radium style loom, and it just lasts about 10-15 minutes at most. But now let's test if this nice domed crystal is actually sapphire or not. Using the trusty diamond selector tool. And yep, we have got sapphire crystal. Let's quickly flick it over and test out the back. And yep, that is also sapphire. So that is nice to see, not always a given. So now, let's show you this movement in action. So as I said, it's a Myoten 9039, so that's the no date specific version of the 9015. So again, nice use of that. Nice attention to detail so you don't have a ghost date position. So we've just got a push pull ground, so if I pop that out, you'll see the second hand stops. So we've got hacking, and then obviously we can just change the time. And again, there is only just the one position because it is the no date specific version of the movement. And then if we pop it back in, second hand re-engages, then we've got hand winding, all works well. And again, despite that crown being a slightly odd shape and not having any grip on it, it works quite well, due to that dodecagon shape. So if you've got this far into the video, you probably agree with me, this is an absolutely beautiful watch, really well made as well, great specs, but it's not perfect, no watch is. So now let's go over the pros and cons, show you how it wears on wrist, and then you can make up your mind whether you want to pick one up or not. And here it is on my 7-inch wrist. So as I said, I'm absolutely loving this one. Definitely not regretting buying it. And I'm not regretting getting the gold one either. I like that we've got the matching hardware on the buckle. It's a really nice strap as well. They've definitely upped their game in terms of straps recently, Baltany. And obviously, when it comes to wearing on the wrist, got that nice compact lug to lug. Could perhaps have done with a little bit more curvature to the lugs, but it wears well enough on my 7-inch wrist. Nice and thin as well, despite having that domed crystal, because we've got that Miyota 9039 movement in it, so that keeps the thickness down, as well as having that nice smooth sweep of the second hand too. And as I've said throughout the video, I just love the way the light plays with it, with those faceted indices, that domed crystal, those lovely hands as well. It's just a really smart looking piece. It's not necessarily the most legible, sometimes the hands can get a little bit lost in the dial, but it's not too big an issue. So in terms of the issues I actually have with this, there aren't really many. I would have liked to have seen an applied logo instead of just the Baltany text. And personally, I'd just get rid of the loom on the hands. You don't really need it, it's not all that usable, so just don't bother at all. But that is pretty much it. Yeah, it's on the more expensive side for an AliExpress watch, but I think it justifies its price. You've got that double sapphire, you've got that high beat Miyota 9039 movement, you've got that hardening coating on the case, which makes a big difference on a fully polished watch, so don't underestimate that. The really nice strap, which is quick release as well, so if you want to swap it you can do quickly and easily, but obviously the star of the show is that dial, that Pie Pan. So if you do want to pick one up, link is down in the description as always. But if this one isn't for you, it's a little bit too much going on, but you want something with a similar kind of case, but a little bit more minimalistic, then maybe this video at the end here might interest you more. But that's it for this one guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.